Good evening, Honorable Mayor and Council. So I want to talk Brownfields as a whole. We've been doing a lot of work in the last year on Brownfield projects. So there are 4 things in the hopper right now. We did apply for a grant a year ago, did not receive it, but the state came back in and offered us some sites. So we will be having assessment 1 and 2, just basic assessments on 4 properties in Rawlins, including the Pink Hotel. They have just released, a contractor has been hired, so pretty much the city will act as the go-between the property owners of those sites and the state. We don't have any of the funding. It's all being paid through the state. We're just kind of initiating property owners, get them getting in the door and everything, but the Pink Hotel, so that'll give true ownership, and then it'll lead to what kind of brownfields, whether it's lead paint, asbestos, all that. So the Pink Hotel is planned for assessment 1 and 2 on that, and that will happen. They're hoping, I haven't heard from the contractor yet. They were awarded about 30 days ago, and so they're putting their schedule together. So Cindy Martinez from DEQ did say that Ayers and Associates, I'm sure that's public now. Ayers and Associates got the contract, and they will be doing they'll do, I think it's a total of 8 locations in Carbon County and 4 in Rawlins, and that will be the Pink Hotel, the Ferguson, and the Pine Street, which the city owns, and then the Strand. And then Yvonne has some other ones in the county that are being happened. And so they'll have that contract. So that'll be the first thing that'll happen to the Pink Hotel. Then Cindy Martinez came back to me and said, hey, we have another pot of money and we can do some feasibility opportunities and do some ideas of assisted living at the Pink Hotel. Would you guys be interested in 2 to 3 of these feasibility opportunities to see if it would be feasible to hold have an assisted living? So the Pink Hotel is getting that also. Check. So that is a feasibility study. Again, that is, we will just oversee, be the conduit to get them in and out. They will hold that money. We won't be writing any checks. Again, they'll hire the contractor. So that's supposed to happen probably late summer, early fall. And the reason they put that is after we're hoping the assessments are done. So the first trigger is the assessments, then the feasibility studies for 3 properties. And then in the next 45 days, the grant that we submitted for this new round, so that's another $500,000 of Brownfields money is coming out. And we just put a wide variety of facilities, and we can change them up. I've been working with Ariel and Brian. We've been getting a matrix together, which would be the best ones if we receive this grant. I think we have a really good shot. So we have that coming in from Brownfields. And then the last thing, which is really exciting, is I got a call from Cindy Martinez about 45 days ago and said, hey, would you like some cleanup money? And I said, yeah, I know we have to write a grant and wait another year. No. There could be some cleanup money, like tear down money. You need to call Greg at the United States EPA Region 8 in Colorado. So I immediately sent him an email and got it back that Montana has been chosen for 2 surrogate sites. They're going to see how those go, and then keep our fingers crossed that we may get anywhere from $500 to $1 million. That one we would have to manage to maybe take down a building. So a lot of exciting, this whole Brownfields program has exploded in the last probably 6 to 9 months, last 6 months. And so this is going to be a great thing for the city of Rawlins. So lots of Brownfield stuff. Wow. And Pink Hotel's written all over every time. Yeah. But again, then we have to come up with a plan, because if we would get this final 4th tear down money, we have to own any facility that's taken down. They will not give that money to a private. So that is my update. Any questions on the Pink Hotel or any of these 4 Brownfields granting opportunities?
What kind of problems can you foresee the city becoming the owner of that Pink Motel?
None.
Okay.
And I have a little scenario. Lou and I and Ariel and Andrea, before she left, I had a whole scenario on how we could puzzle piece it together. So we would own it, but then we would get it developed, so then we could resell it, and it would be a win-win. I've also happened to talk to a banker I know, saying, would this work? Because, me and my crazy ideas. Basically saying that if the bank, because the bank basically owns the note on that facility, has a lien on it. So if we would push the bank, and again, this is all entry-level ideas, but just my crazy ideas that might work, is if they would give it to the city, the bank would give it to the city. And how that would trigger is, and I asked him, I said, have you ever had a lien on a property and then you have a municipality come back, not in Rawlins, but just for say this would happen, and you wouldn't want to do that. Maybe you only have 500,000, 600,000, and you would have to clean it up or take care of it, or you could just give it to someone and then forgive the loan and the lien. And he said, that has been done by banks before. So that kind of plays in that, and then we could turn around, get the cleanup grant or get this grant, and then turn around and sell it for a mere money, but then it would actually help because we would improve property taxes, we'd get it cleaned up. There's a lot of trigger points. So there's about 20 steps to that really quick thing I just told you, but again, just putting pieces together to make some amazing, brownfield projects are just the way to go. And even this year, they just released another $160 million in that brownfields funding. There's so much money out there between now and like 2025, 2026 that we could do a ton of projects. And we did a great, I think, Terry, you were there, we did a great open house with them that one morning late last fall, and took them around and said we could do this with this property, we could do, and I know that Region 8, the Colorado people, besides the Cheyenne people, Cindy and her crew, were just very, very pleased with what they saw and the thoughts that the city of Rawlins has for brownfields money.
It was encouraging to me to hear what they had to say, that, a lot of possibilities there, and they're very positive towards it, so.
Yeah.
So awesome job, Pam.
Well, thanks. It's teamwork. It's everybody working. Everybody works together. All of us working together. Ariel and Andrea and Lou and Brian and Yvonne, and it's a teamwork. We all have to work together.
Yep.